My husband's gonna kill me.
Meet Tara Padua-Wise, a life coach and recent newlywed who frequents her favorite shop, Lola's, once, maybe even twice a week.
Great to see you.
So much so that the shopkeeper, Mariana, has become a good friend and subsequent stylist.
This is really pretty.
Excessive shopping could be chalked up to an expensive bad habit, but Tara is also engaging in what some say is a very destructive yet common behavior called financial infidelity, as Tara takes great pains to hide purchases from her husband.
So basically what I do is I usually buy things from here. I'll ask Mariana, don't wrap it, or shove it in a little bag like this. Get home, put it in my drawer, take off all the tags.
And she's not alone. Nearly 1/3, or 29% of U.S. adults ages 25 to 55 who are in a committed relationship say they have been dishonest with their partner about spending habits.
It's so common. It happens every day. It happens every time most women who are married purchase something for themselves. They say, please don't give me a bag.
Tara's husband, Harrison, says he and his wife did talk about spending money before getting married, but didn't really define any ground rules.
We've tried to a couple of times, yeah. It was brought up. I don't think we've ever resolved anything.
Tara just doesn't hide her spending. She takes the deception a step further. When her husband comments on a new dress or blouse, she tries to play it off like it isn't a new purchase.
Like for example, with this thing, I wore it last week, and my husband, said, he's like, hello, new shirt. And, but actually I've had this for about 2 months in my closet. It was just the first time I was unveiling it. I've gotten so good at fashion espionage that I actually forget when I'm lying. I'm like, you've totally seen this. This is kind of like everything else I own.
And while this type of behavior may seem harmless, family therapist Dr. Bonnie Eaker-Weil, known as Dr. Bonnie, and author of the book Financial Infidelity, says secretive infidelities associated with money can be as damaging to a relationship as any physical affair.
Financial infidelity is not benign. It's like 57% of people, according to a Harris poll, actually use money to control their partner. Now that's pretty serious. That's almost 60%. And you've got like 82% of people hiding purchases. So really what we're doing is we're not being honest and open with our partners.
So what drives people to spend and pretend? Dr. Bonnie says some of it can be tracked back to our parents' relationship with money, but emotional abandonment and anger also play a role, as a lot of financial infidelity involves revenge spending, or what Dr. Bonnie calls the pop shot, or pissed off purchase.
A good pop shot would be you would go out and buy a nice pair of $800 snakeskin boots, or if you were a guy, you would bet $2,000 on the Super Bowl.
For Tara, it was her husband's lavish client dinners and high-end purchases without including her that led to a few pissed off purchases.
He would go shopping for himself and come home and have, a couple new sweaters or a new pair of Italian shoes. And I would totally get jealous because I'd think, where am I? What about me? And so
you go out and do a revenge purchase.
Absolutely. That was Montreal. I came back with a whole bunch of revenge purchases for Montreal just because, he bought himself 2 cashmere sweaters and a pair of Italian loafers and didn't think of me.
Cost-conscious couples should take note. This kind of revenge spending does add up. It's estimated that pissed-off purchases will total $424 billion this year in the U.S. That's according to a poll by Dr. Bonnie and Castack International. Now, the first step, she says, in avoiding financial infidelity is to communicate with your partner and always realize that money can never be a stand-in for love. From the Wall Street Journal Digital Network, I'm Kelsey Hubbard.